See Rod Clement out of Rhodes.
In row 2 from Boone, Tony Cox in the 1BC, and the 0 from Missouri, Jamie Anderson.
Going to go to Marshalltown via Camarillo, California, the 28T of Trevor Fitz, and the 11 of Isaac Malacote from Boone.
In the 4th row from Clear Lake, he's been quick here. Haven't been here lately, but he's been on a winning streak. From Clear Lake, the 10 is Jeremy Mills, and his outside from Indianola, the 28 is James Reichert.
What about the guy that's starting last?
There's 2 in the back row.
Oh, then there's a new one there. Oh, yeah, we're going to see Matthew Meineke, old Mr. 10.5 from Jamaica, and Dan Wagner, the 17 out of Sioux City, Iowa. Doodly-doo. Here we go. Ethan Roby, Rod Clement on the front row. Wheel of caution lights are off. Green flag getting ready to come out. I'll tell you what, that 17 of Dan Wagner, that thing looks like a 1983 IMCA model. It looks like the old Gremlin.
It does look.
But those, I think those sail panels are actually the right length. I believe it's the minimum.
Oh, got one off the pace. I think that is Cox in the 1BC. Oh, there he's back up to speed. We'll continue on. We'll stay green. It is the 7R of Roby out in front. Clement now runs in the 2 spot.
So it is right there. I think it's down. Up front, showing the way. Roby got company. Here comes Trevor Fitz. Fitz on the bottom of the 28T. Rod Clement on the outside. Isaac Malacote back there in the number 4 spot. 3 wide with Mills down at the bottom. Here we go.
Great battle for position. Top 5 now. And as they work down to turns 1 and 2, low, middle, and high, those drivers working as they head down the back chute. Still Roby out in front. Fitz now has cleared, at least momentarily, Clement for the 2 spot. Here comes Malacote. Here comes Mills. Great battle shaping up here. We're only halfway through this one, Jerry. Still 4 laps remaining.
All kinds of excitement up front in the top 5 spots. Roby, Fitz, Rod Clement on the outside to the number 2 spot. The 11 machine of Malacote. Oh, Malacote and Fitz get together. Mills is going to come around the outside. Following Rod Clement, 3 deep, sell him cheap. Man, what a move by Mills to second.
Then he closed the door, dropped to the low side at turn number 1. Now look at the battle. 3 wide for second. One more time. You've got Malacote to the inside. Clement to the outside. Mills trying to hold them both at bay and run down Roby here in the late stages of this one, Jerry. Just 2 laps to go.
So as Mills was 5th 2 laps ago, I think he knocked on the door and said, "Pardon me, where do I hang my coat?" And they said 2nd place. He walked on through the door, hung his coat up, and said, "I'm not done." It is Roby under attack now. Here comes the 10 of Mills up on the top. He's been on a tear. The last 2 weeks been in victory lane. Into 3 off of 4. Moffitt's Ford checkered is coming. Which orange and white car is it going to be? Boom, bang, got him. Mills, Roby, Malacote, Fitz, Clement, Meineke, and Anderson, your transfer cars. I do like Dan Wagner's body. Find that 17 there, Ian. Oh, he's getting the lineup up there. And the 17.
Right. You like
Show
that?
the folks at home.
You like that look,
I mean,
huh?
It looks like an old Pacer or Grandma back. I mean, it looks like an old school mod. Oh, we got a message. 69N, Corey Ray in heat race number 1, dock 2 spots for being over the minimum deck height measurement. Final heat race number 3. Going to be the 2B of Robert Moore to Maxwell, Owen Barnhill, Milton, Florida, the B24.
In the 2nd row from Johnston, Corey Sauerman in the 17. And from right here in Boone, the 82 is Jake McBurney.
Row number 3 from Haverhill via Farmington, New Mexico, Zane DeVilbus. 7ZM is Zachary Madrid from Boone.
Final 3 drivers from Norwalk. Todd Shute in the 5. From Caddo, Oklahoma, Michael Abels in the 61. And from Gilman, the 19G, that is Richie Gustin.
There you have it, old G Money back there. 1, 2, you've got 2 former Super Nationals champions in this one and a former IMCA modified national champion, with that being in Gustin, Shute, and DeVilbus.
Look at you dropping dimes of knowledge like that.
Well, I know. Thank goodness I had a pocket full of quarters to make change as we work off of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, Barnhill, McBurney 1 and 2, Madrid. And that's 17 of Corey Sauerman right there. Todd Shute down underneath the 2B of Moore. So is Zippy D and G Money, but now the battle's for the lead.
Here comes McBurney. He'll run low on Barnhill. They'll go side by side for the top spot. Barnhill going to hold him back that time down the front straightaway. He'll work the middle groove. McBurney going back upstairs. Then you've got Madrid working topside. The 17 of Sauerman running low. Running in 5th now is Shute, trying to come together, race their way into the A main here tonight. Again, taking 7 to the A, top 4 to the invert. 3 laps down, it is all Owen Barnhill.
Barnhill out front, but for how long as Jake McBurney is rolling the bottom of the speedway in that 82 car. Down the back straightaway, McBurney. Now look at Zach Madrid going to the top of the racetrack. 2 by 2 for the top 4 spots down into turn 1.
What a battle for the lead right now. McBurney committed that low groove. He may have a run this time on the 24 of Barnhill. Barnhill had trouble getting off of that second turn, allows McBurney to sneak ahead. Meanwhile, Madrid right there, Sauerman right there, top 4 coming together as we've only got 3 laps to go here in the final modified qualifier.
Off of 2 down the back straightaway, battles on 4 cars down the back straightaway. The 82 of McBurney, the 5 of Madrid, the B24 of Barnhill slides up the hill. Sauerman to the bottom, green tide, 2 to go, and you've got a wing-dang doodle of a race here, Ryan Clark.
Here comes Sauerman now. It's he and it is McBurney, 1 and 2 as the rest of the field. Well, they're a couple car lengths back. That's kind of fading here in this one. They've been nip and tuck all race long. White flag going to replace the green this time by 1 to go. McBurney out in front, still Barnhill. Or pardon me, Sauerman in that second position. One last shot for the 17 to race his way to the lead.
In the back straightaway, McBurney going to go down to the bottom of the racetrack. Up the top goes Sauerman. Who's it going to be? It is Jake McBurney to the Moffitt Ford checkered. Corey Sauerman, Owen Barnhill, Todd Shute, Zane DeVilba, Zachary Madrid, and Richie Gustin rounding out your top 5.
Those were some good modified heat races.
Yes, they was.
Time for some fenders.
Ooh, there is. Let's see what we got here.
What are you watching?
We're
live?
We're on the livers.
Livers.
The freebies are on the freebies. So getting ready to go, heat race number 1, 27 stock cars on the point from Marshalltown. It's Jim Gustin in the 19. We saw Jimmy out in the modified earlier. Jim's got the stock car tonight, and it'll be the 52 of Jerry Williams from Des Moines to the outside.
In the second row from Urbandale, the 07 is Chris Wilkie. And alongside him from Carlisle, Josh Daniels in the 25J.
Going to row number 3, the 92's Buck Shafroth out of Fontenelle. In the 12E, last week's feature winner, Doug Smith from Lake City.
In the fourth row from Logansport, Jonathan Logan, the 69. Russ Burial in the 14 from Ankeny. And your final starter from, does he live here in Iowa now?
Yes,
Dylan Solon in the
Winterset.
94 out of Winterset by way of Redmond, Oregon.
Hey, the 40RC was docked 2 spots for deck height. The 28T docked 2 spots in heat race number 2. Apparently there is a tight tape measure.
There is.
Down there tonight, and they are not seeing it go. But we are going to see this one go as Jim Gustin down to the bottom side. Jimmy was driving that car last night, but Jim said, I need it back for me.
First of 3 stock car heats, 27 of them. Everybody going to make the A. Top 4 will make the invert for tonight's stock car main event. Right now it is Gustin out in front with 1 lap down.
Gustin, Daniels, Smith, and Shafroth, top 4. Oh, Logan with a little right side romance on Chris Wilkie. They'll work down into turn number 3 and 4. Doug Smith going to go to the top of the racetrack in the 12E. And try to clean that top side off. Jerry Williams goes around to the top of turn number 4. He'll keep her moving. Jim's got company. Here comes Doug in the 12.
He has that top groove all to himself. Does the 12E as Smith going to draw even with Gustin this time now as they work off of turn number 4. Going to get a run, not quite going to get the job done this time as Gustin leads Smith by 11/100ths of a second, that time across the line. Daniels and Shafroth continue to run 3rd and 4th. Again, taking everybody to the A. Top 4, though, make the invert. They are paired up 2 wide, 2 rows deep. Top 4 off of 4. Jerry with 4 down and 4 to go.
Jimmy Gustin's got company. Doug Smith there in the 12E. Daniels and Shafroth. Down the back straightaway, Jim Gustin there in the 19 car. The 12E of Doug Smith to the outside. They'll work 2 lanes. Look at this. On the top, on the bottom, Doug Smith to the race lead.
He'll take the lead with 3 laps remaining, 13/100ths of a second. The advantage for the 12E that time, committed to the top groove now, trying to pull away from Gustin down the back straightaway. Likewise, Shafroff doing the same thing to Daniels in that battle for third. Gustin will join him on the top groove now as the green goes high to the air. Just 2 laps to go for Doug Smith.
Pair of laps remaining in this one. Doug Smith, Jim Gustin, Buck Shafroff, Josh Daniels. All cars moving to the A main. Top 4 make the invert. The rest will line up as they go. As they bring him off at turn number 4, white flags out. Doug Smith 1 to go.
1 lap remaining for Smith out in front. His lead 7/10 of a second, almost 3/4 of a second. The advantage for that 12E car. Gustin maintaining serve in that second position once he moved to the top of the speedway. Working in off a 4-1 final time where the checkered flag awaits. Doug Smith, your heat race winner. Gustin, Shafroth, and Daniels will take you back for your top 4.
Heat race number 2 going to come to the speedway. It'll be Todd Van Eaton out of Fontenelle in the V31 and Craig Carlson from Madrid, the 77C.
In row number 2 from Boone, the 57, that is Jerry Gifford. And from Grimes, the 57 with an H, Daniel Hagan.
Going to row number 3 to the inside, it'll be Tyler Pickett out of Boone. And from Lake City, the 8's David Smith.
Final 3 starters from Blairsburg. The 8X is Scott Olson. From Des Moines, the 19A is Alan Van Gorp. And rounding out your 9-car starting field from Ames, the 89K is Taylor Cool.
Hey, the World Tour, Josh Kapala is tuned in.
Is he really?
Yep, apparently he's in Missouri. He said it's raining. Are you racing tonight? It's like I had a guy call me on the phone yesterday. Hey, you guys racing tonight? Yep, we're racing. He said, what was that?
That was my phone.
Oh, that was your phone?
Yeah.
He goes, you guys racing tonight? I go, yep. He says, well, it's raining in Oskaloosa.
Good thing the track isn't in Oskaloosa.
And I said, well, good thing they race on Wednesdays.
Grief.
Oh, that's always my deal.
Hey,
it's raining and it's raining over here in Vinton. Well, thank goodness we're in Boone.
Last Monday, though, we had that major storm.
You would have thought for sure the world was coming to an end next Friday. Next Monday.
It hit a lot of places. I mean, living downtown Des Moines, they were saying this is going to happen, never got a drop of rain. I know it poured up here. It poured in Ames, and they had different areas where they got a lot of rain, but it kind of petered out.
Yeah.
Or it shifted. I don't know what it did.
I don't know what it did. A lot of blowing, no going.
Heat race number 2, we are underway right now. Your race leader is Todd Van Eaton in that V31. He'll lead him low side down through turns 1 and 2. High and low, they work behind him, and it's Van Eaton, your leader of lap number 1.
The V31, Todd Van Eaton out of Fontenelle, Jerry Gifford. 77 machine right there with a C of Craigie Carlson out of Madrid. They work him on down there, Hagan, Pickett, and Smith. But it is all the one with the gun, the V31, the Godfather, Todd Van Eaton, your race leader.
Out in front with 2 laps down now, 6 laps to go. Van Eaton's got company as Gifford is hot on his heels there. They'll go nose to tail down the back straightaway. The 8 of David Smith now puts a little pressure on the low side of Carlson. They'll race for third off of turn 4. Good battle. Here comes Pickett in the 5A. Again, everybody going to make the A main tonight for the stock cars, but only 4 going to make the invert, guaranteeing those drivers starting spots in the first 6 rows. Look at that battle for the lead, Jerry. Jerry Gifford. He's wanting to get around him. I don't know if he's going to move him, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're going to get around Van Eaton, you're going to have to get a little
aggressive.
Gifford on the bottom, a little nose job down there at the bottom of turn 1 and 2. Yeah.
A little rhinoplasty going on down there.
Something like that. Green still out this time by. Going to be looking at 3 laps to go.
Keep your eye on the Smith car, though. He's up to second now. We're on the top side like they did in the last heat race.
And Dave says, hey, watch this. I'm going to go around the top. I did it down there. I'm going to do it down here, too. But Van Eaton's a little quicker. Still, Dave Smith getting a little spanky to the front.
11/10 of a second separates first from second. Smith out in front. Van Eaton runs in second. Look at the battle for 3, 4, 5, and 6. All battling for starting position in tonight's A main as the white flag waves. Jerry, just 1 lap to go for David Smith.
Smith, Van Eaton, Olson, and Gifford. Working off a 2 and down the back straightaway. David Smith out of Lake City, Iowa. Going to look to do what younger brother Doug did in the last heat race, and that's go to him off its forward checkered flag in the win. David Smith, Todd Vanny, Jerry Gifford, Scott Olson, and Craig Carlson, your top 5. The humdinger of a heat race there.
Yes, indeedy.
Should we do another Moose Lodge heat race?
Why not?
Okay.
We got cars, don't we?
Well, yeah, they're sitting back there.
Okay.
They just haven't come to the racetrack yet.
Okay.
Jason McDowell out of Grand Junction on the point, the 15D, and Austin Miners, Polk City, the 8M.
Row 2 from Des Moines, the 25D is Bob Daniels. Alongside him from Mason City, the 44K is Kevin Opine.
Boy, howdy, it's Hot Rod Richards out of Mattern, the 23HR on the inside of row number 3. And Devin Smith, Lake City, the 81.
Final 3 starters from Webster City. First time out this year, the 37E. That's Jason Van Sickle. Is outside from Jefferson, the 50, Robert Stouffer. And from Huxley, the 7P is Shane Palmer.
You get the flying electrician, Hot Rod, and the living legend, Robert Stouffer, in this heat race.
Stopped down to the 37E pit before the races tonight.
Oh.
Your brother wasn't around, but your nephew was. And I said,
I don't know if you know this or not. My brother is around.
But I said to your nephew, I said, man, if I knew this circus on wheels was going to be here tonight, I might have stayed home. He said, well, the circus is in the truck right now if you want to go talk to him. He said, I don't think he might not have any pants on. I said, no, that's one thing that I do not want to see in my lifetime is any Van Sickle without their pants on. Sorry, Lincoln, I'm not going to go say hi to your dad.
Yeah, I wouldn't either, even if he had his pants on at Thanksgiving. Down the back straightaway, Austin Miners working it on in there. They'll hurry on around to the bottom of turn number 3 and 4. Miners to the top of the racetrack, along with the 25B of Bob Daniels, 81 of Smith, Richards, and Opine. Field will work off a 2 down the back straightaway. Van Sickle into the number 6 spot now in the 37E, but it's still Austin Miners, your race leader. Ryan, stacked up. 2 rows.
Look out.
Oh,
Ouchie. That didn't go quite how they had planned it.
No.
Who is that over there?
That is
McDowell?
Jason McDowell. Wheel and caution lights
Yeller.
are coming on. Trade Luke Fabrication, Yeller flag, period.
Well, the right side of that car looks nice. I think the left side of that car looks wrong, probably.
Yeah. Luann Jackson, tune in for a little free look in. Getting a freebie. This is the last one of the freebie, though.
Is it?
Yep, last race of the freebies. Remember Furbies?
I do. Didn't have one, but
I know a guy that had the world, I think he had the world's largest. Is that what is it? Beanie Babies or those
beanie
Thai,
Thai Beanie
yeah,
Babies.
Yeah. I know a guy who had a huge collection of those. Or his wife did, or they did.
They did.
Yes.
I don't think those things hold the value that they thought they were going to, though, right? Wasn't it Beanie Babies that didn't value
I think there's
quite
some
as
that maybe do, like die-cast cars and things like that.
sort of like race announcers, where a dime a dozen. So.
Yes. Sometimes you get what you pay for, and sometimes we're overpaid and under-talented. Sometimes we just do it because nobody else will do it.
Nobody else will do it.
Nobody else will work with me or you together.
But we do so well together.
I know. But all I got to say, if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right.
Oh, good Lord. Green flag is back out. 2 laps down, 6 to go. Miners, like the first 2 stock car heat race winners, getting it done from the top side of the speedway. We're going to see if this Smith can make it work from the low side of the speedway. We saw 2 of the Smith brothers win running the low side. Now Devin Smith going to put the 81 out front. He'll shuffle Miners back to second with 5 to go.
Oh, why not just let all the Smiths win the heat races they're in?
May be coming to fruition.
I think it's going to happen. Austin Miners going to the top of the racetrack. Devin Smith down on the bottom. He'll roll it on over, bring it on into the number 1 spot. Miners, Daniels, Opine, Richards, and Stouffer. Followed by Van Sickle. I thought Jason was running a snowplow up there at the top of turn 2, was pushing like a dump truck.
Work now off of turn number 4. Your top 4 now going top side as Devin Smith has joined his pursuers on the top side of the speedway now that he's made his way out in front of this field. Miners, Daniels, Opheim give chase on the top side into invert spots right now. Richards, as it stands, will roll off 15th in the A main if he were to stay where he is. Green flag going high to the air, just 2 to go.
Down the front straightaway, still Smith, Miners, Daniels, Opheim, Richards, and Stouffer. Birthday boy Justin Hoverson watching on IMCA TV as the white flag comes out, 1 to go. 81 and Devin Smith, your leader. Miners followed by Daniels, Opheim, and Richards. That's your top 5. Field will turn and burn. The front straightaway to the Moffitt's Ford checkered. It is another Smith. That's Devin to the win. Miners, Daniel, Opheim, and Richards, your top 5.
Okay. We only have one more division of heat races to go. Is that correct? Hobby Stocks.
Picket Salvage heat races.
Bad boys, we have 32 of these, 4 heats. Top 5 go, top 3 make the invert. Does that sound right?
Sounds good to me. That's some good darn tootin' math there, cowboy.
Yippee-i-o-ki-yay.
Yeah, that's some good darn tootin' math there, Pilgrim. Joe Nichols, Lewis, Iowa, with the 20.